Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Karmalim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Last October 25th, representatives of the Mary Help of Christians Oratory of the St. Dominic of Guzman Parish and the Salesian Institute, Don Bosco, were at the Araxia City Hall to receive an award of recognition and congratulations for the 75th anniversary of the Salesian Province, St. John Bosco of Belo Horizonte. The tribute was offered by Councillor Wellington David, who was happy to share with those present the achievements of the Salesians in the city of Araxia, always serving the education of youth and children. A collaboration agreement between the Centro Nazionale Opere Salesiane Formazione Aggiornamento Professionale A collaboration agreement between the Centro Nazionale Opere Salesiane Formazione Aggiornamento Professionale CNOSFAP of the Salesians of Lombardy and the Confederation of Italian Manufacturing Industry and Private Enterprise Confimi of the Monza and Brianza area was presented last Monday, November 7th at the Opere Sociali Don Bosco in Sesto San Giovanni. The agreement provides for concrete and targeted actions by the two entities to foster the training of young people and their job placement. The presentation of the agreement, which was also attended by a number of local authorities, including mayors and labor and youth policy aldermen from municipalities in the area, took place according to schedule. At the opening, institutional greetings were offered by Father Elio Sexari, Director of Opere Sociali Don Bosco, Franco Goretti and Eduardo Ranzini, President and Director respectively of Confimi Monza e Brianza, and Francesco Cristinelli, Director of NOSFAP Sesto. Then the head of the association's school group, Laura Parigi, presented the contents of the agreement. With this signing, CNOSFAP Salesiani Lombardia commits itself to promote the partnership agreement during the orientation days, addressed to lower order schools in the area, enhancing its objectives in terms of the link between training and the world of work. For its part, Confimi Industria Monza e Brianza undertakes to disseminate through the channels available the terms of the agreement and above all to provide advice to companies on the subject of job orientation and first and third level apprenticeship through the expertise of its internal staff. A month has already passed since the great spiritual and Salesian celebration of the canonization of Artemide Zatti, a unique moment in the life of the congregation, accompanied by unforgettable events and moments of Salesians and members of the Salesian family around the world. To fix in memory every moment of what we live, as well as to value the numerous multimedia products created for that occasion, playlists are now available on the NS channel, the YouTube channel of Agenzia Info Salesiana, that allows you to relive the emotions of the 8th and 9th of October 2022 and to get to know who close, in a fascinating and suggestive way, the figure of the Saint Nurse of Patagonia. In a little over a month, Salesian Maxim Riabuka shall become Auxiliary Bishop of Archdiocesan Icharsate of Donetsk, a diocese with numerous occupied territories which he cannot enter. Still, he is certain, where everything collapses and is bombed, we bring hope and the light of Christ. His youngsters already tease him a bit. We know where the largest Salesian oratory in the world shall be. It will be the one you found, and it will include the Donbass, Zaporizhia and Dnipro, they say. Bishop Yabuka smiles, and as a son of Don Bosco, he knows well that there is indeed some truth in the words of the young people of Kiev, whom he will soon have to leave. But he is equally aware that as the new Greek Catholic Auxiliary Bishop of Donetsk, although his new diocese reaches as far as the nuclear power plant disputed between Russians and Ukrainians, he will not be able for now to set foot in any part of the regions over which his new church insists they be, and meet the people living in the territories occupied by Moscow's army. Impossible to enter them, let alone if one is a Catholic bishop like Father Yabuka. I am aware of it, unfortunately, says the 42-year-old priest originally from Lviv. But thanks to the priests who continue to stay in the Kremlin control zones, I've already wanted to send my greetings to everyone, and some of the faithful responded. I don't know this new bishop, but I already like him. It is hard not to be infected by the optimism steadfast in the gospel of Bishop Yabuka, who will be a pastor in one of the most difficult corners of Ukraine. The episcopal ordination will be held at the Cathedral of the Resurrection in Kiev on December 27, when the Immaculate Conception is celebrated in the East, a ministry that begins in the sign of the Virgin to almost natural for a Salesian. The pastoral animators of the Africa Great Lakes Vice Province AGL met at the Provincial House in Kigali on October 25 and 26 for a training and consultation meeting to relaunch youth ministry activities after the difficult period marked by COVID-19. Participants analyzed the situation of local communities, thinking about how to re-establish activities in different contexts. Some strategies and ways of working to promote Salesian charism, visibility and good continuity of youth ministry activities were defined. So viewers, with that we have come to the end of today's edition. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.